Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a video a lot of y'all requested, and that is all of my favorite drugstore products. I did a full face. This is the entire face. A lot of the products I used and kind of used them all over my face. So my eyeshadow I also used as my contour, and my blush I also used in my eyes. A lot of things, tips, tricks you can do is in this video. So yeah, I hope you like it. Subscribe, like, tell me what else you want to see. But yeah, thanks for watching. Mwah. My L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. This stuff is awesome. This is actually one of my all-time favorite products from the drugstore. I use it pretty much every day. If you want to apply it before foundation, it creates a nice glow, and it kind of acts as a glow from within effect, so it'll kind of shine through your foundation. So I find that you can do so many things with this product. You can wear it on its own, you can mix it with foundation, or you can use it as a primer. First I'm going to go in with the Hydrating Milky Mist. When I spray it on, I spray it either before makeup, sometimes I'll spray it throughout the day to give me some more moisture if I need it, but it just feels so good on the skin, and it smells amazing. Okay, foundation today. I have a couple favorites from the drugstore. My all-time favorite is L'Oreal True Match Lumi, but I am out of it. It comes in a pump bottle, and it also comes in a cushion like this, if I can. It comes in a cushion like this. It has a really nice finish. I love using this in the summer. It is very compact and easy, so that is nice about this. But I tend to get the pump bottle. I just find when I apply makeup, I like having it in a nice liquid form. Today I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match foundation. This is more of a watery consistency. I'm using Froid, the darker shade, and Natural Buff, and mixing them together to match my skin tone, which I'm a little tan right now. I really like this foundation. It is more watery, so it's perfect for summer for more of a lighter finish. Also build it to be more fuller coverage, and that's what I kind of do today. I'll put one layer on and then another layer on, and it creates a nice seamless look. So to apply that foundation, I'm using the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, the orange one. This is the best option besides the original Beauty Blender. So there's an original Beauty Blender, and that is the actual real deal Beauty Blender, and that is one thing I cannot go away from. But this is your next best thing. Little tidbit on beauty sponges or a Beauty Blender: wet it. So when you apply it on your face, you don't want it soaking wet, but you want it to be damp. So run it under some water, squeeze it out a bunch of times, cover it with a towel, squeeze it out, let it be damp, so it's very squishy like this, and then apply your foundation or apply your concealer. And it makes a nicer finish, and it really absorbs and pushes into the skin. So make sure your Beauty Blender or beauty sponge is damp. One of my favorite concealers is a drugstore brand, and that is Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'm mixing Fair and Medium because I'm out of the color I'm probably right now, which is, I think, Sand. So I'm gonna mix Fair and Medium, put that under my eyes, and then put a little bit of the Fair in the center of my forehead, down the center of my nose, a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and then on my chin, and I'm going to blend that all out with my beauty sponge. A lot of people ask me, how do I get my foundation to stay? How do I get my concealer to not crease? What I found is that most people don't set their foundation and their concealer. I'm telling you, you could get the most expensive and the best foundation and the best concealer in the entire world, and if you don't set it, it's not gonna last, it's gonna crease. To set my concealer under my eyes, I wanna use the Soft Light and the cream color from the NYX palette, and I'm gonna go right in with my beauty blender. Don't think you can't use this damp sponge on powder, it actually creates a really pretty effect. So push your beauty sponge into your powder and press that under your eyes. Don't rub, push it under your eyes, and it will set your concealer, but it'll also highlight. So I do that under my eyes, I do that in the middle of my forehead and my chin, just places where I want the face highlighted. After I set my under eye, I'm gonna go in and set the rest of my face a little bit lightly. And I'm using the Infallible Pro Matte Palette by L'Oreal. So if you're very oily, I recommend powdering your entire face after foundation, but if you're only oily, kind of in your T-zone and your center of your face, just focus on powder there. But I'm just gonna do a very, very light dusting over my face to make sure it lasts. Just FYI, I am using all Real Techniques brushes today on my face and my eyes. Really good brushes. All makeup artists have these in their kit. So I'm using the contour brush and shade Sculpt in this palette, and I'm just going to contour my face right under my cheekbones, also on my forehead, and a little bit on my jawline, a little bit down my nose, just to contour. And then I'm gonna go in with shade Tan and Toffee and mix those a little bit to kind of give more warmth to the skin. So I'm gonna use those as a bronzer on my cheeks, my forehead again, a little bit down my neck, just to warm up the skin. Okay, blush. Today I'm using Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade Deep Coral, number 306. This has a little bit of a sheen to it, which I really like, so it's really pretty for summertime. Instead of putting blush just on the apples of my cheek, I kind of start in the middle of my eye and go up my cheekbones with my blush, and I just find it has a very, very pretty effect, and it really lifts up your face and sculpts it just a little bit better. So there's a ton of little palettes like this at the drugstore. There's tons of shades. I have a couple of them. I'm using today Nude Glow. It's such a pretty shade. It has a little bit of a pinkiness to it. I put that on my cheekbones, in the center of my face, down my nose, on my chin, again, just to highlight the face. For brows today, I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown. And this is a very similar product to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I do like the Anastasia one better. I just feel like it goes on a lot smoother and glides a lot easier on the brow. But this is the next best thing. I'm just gonna go in with small hair-like strokes, and after, always brush through with the spoolie. So for my eyes, you'll see I'm using the entire NYX palette, and you'll see the shades I'm using. You can go darker, you can go lighter, you could just pop the shimmer on and be good to go and blend it out, but today I'm using all Real Techniques brushes. take the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in shade Milk, and I'm gonna put that right on my waterline. So yeah, that's a trick you can use if you feel like you need another extra boost in the morning to wake your eyes up. Just pop a nude pencil or a white pencil right on your waterline right here, and it really opens them up. It's very subtle, but it does wonders, I promise you. Then I'm gonna go in with my all-time favorite mascara, and that is the Voluminous Original Mascara by L'Oreal. I don't know, I use it all the time. It just is a very black pigment. It has a very black pigment, and it creates it makes your lashes look natural and thick and long. Most pro makeup artists, celebrity makeup artists use this. It's just a classic, so I've always reached for this when I want mascara. Alright, lips, I'm using Blushing Beige by Maybelline, and it is not a matte lip, it is more of like a regular lipstick. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. I have been trying to find like a perfect nude pinky that is my go-to that I can just pop on and it always looks good, and this is my color. I love it. I got this idea from Mario, who is Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, and he uses it all the time on her. She's the queen of nude lips, and he swears by this color. So I tried it and I like it. I like it a lot. And then over top of that, I'm going to use the Covergirl Colerlicious 600 in Milted Toffee. These two together are my favorites right now. I use them all the time. And it's just what I feel the most comfortable in, and it's my go-to. Then after I have applied everything to my face, I'll go in with the Real Techniques buffing brush, which is not very dense, has a little bit more give to it. I'm just gonna lightly, just with no product on the brush, I'm gonna lightly buff out everything. There's no harsh edges, everything just kind of flows. And this is one of my favorite steps. I love doing this step. It just makes everything appear just flawless. No matter what technique you use, if you do this at the end, you can clean it up a little bit. So yeah, again, this is the final product. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something.